streaming. Looks like we are going live. This is pretty cool. I love it. Welcome, everybody. Let's have a bit of a look. Is everyone there? I think we're up and about now. Oh, I think we're up and about. How is everyone going? Let me just check. Is everyone there? I reckon we are. How is everyone going? Oh, man. We are live. We are live. I love being live. It seems a bit of fun. How is everyone going? Seems like the chat has started while I wasn't here, which is good. But if you are hanging around, just give us a bit of a shout out. Hope you're all doing well. I've seen James Elliott, Ray Finkel, my man Roman, the part-time arm wrestler, has just gone bang. Got a bit to go through today because I'm just excited. So first of all, welcome to the Ready Bang live stream show, the live show. A bit of fun with it all. And as always, I am your 2019 Melbourne Cup 80 to 95 kilo left arm amateur place getter. Third place. This is the most sought after trophy in arm wrestling history. Don't worry about legacy hammers, WAL hammers, number one rankings. This is the trophy everyone wants. But how is everyone going? Seems like we have got a lot to talk about, and I am just so excited. Things are happening here in Australia, and things are happening all over the world in this beautiful sport we call arm wrestling. How is everyone going? What have we got? We've got Ray Finkel in there. The practice pulling champ is in the building. Ray Finkel's asked a couple of questions. I'll try to get that a bit later on. First of all, just a quick shout out to all my Patreon sponsors for just $2 Australian a month. And everything just gets pumped back into the channel. Retro Rice, to go subscribe to him. Dallas Quarles, Henry Mullet, Jess Ward, Chad Shaw, Ryan Espy, Tom Day, Marcus Newton, and the Uncle John's Arm Wrestling Show, Michael Palmer, Nungadine, my man, Black Flag Candles, Hollywood, Matt Connolly, a very hard-working person in Australia, arm wrestling, and of course, the Iron Giant, Warren Raybar. Just wanted to shout out and say thank you to everyone there. This is fantastic. We are on. If there's anything you want me to talk about, chuck it in the comments. I will try and get to it. But at this stage, I just want to get through. I've got a few things I want to talk about, and it looks amazing. It looks so good what's happening in the world of arm wrestling. What have we got here? If you can, of course, I'll get through all the standard YouTube things. If you can, like the video. If you can share it or get amongst it, give us your best ready bang when you are hanging around. And as always, you have no idea how much the Aussie ArmWrestler loves and appreciates the support from you, dead set legends. Let's get into it. The first thing I want to chat about is finally our salty man, our fantastic man, Igor Mazarenko, mate, is finally putting something good on the table in just over a month. How delicious. How delicious does this look? Oh, Vitaley versus Krasmir Kostanov. This match just looks unreal for top 8. Happening July 31st. You can watch it on ArmBets TV. I'll be doing a watch party with that. So join in for the chat. I'll do a bit of commentary, a bit of laugh. But if you're in the comments, let me know how you're going. Let me know who else is here. Let me know who's winning this matchup. But just how good is it? How good that this match is going to happen. I mean, Krasmir just loves the PAL system. He can just get some huge wins, and he is just a phenomenal puller. Just a phenomenal puller. Loves his hook and side pressure. Just loves to hold on. That big balding brute, you son of a gun. Absolutely love it. This PAL thing is looking amazing, and he's taking on the giant top roller, the bread pin. He's just going to roll on Vitaley. This match is so juicy. Every time I look at the picture, My mouth waters as an arm wrestling fan. My heart just goes bang. And we want it all to happen. And it's all happening. Quickly, before I go in there, let's go into the chat. Ray Finkel has asked me to address something that bothers him and like to hear my opinion. Chance Shaw and Derek Smith avoiding each other until they can beat the best. To me, it sounds like they are waiting for 6 people in North America to retire, then claim the number 1 spots without actually arm wrestling. Well, Chance Shaw, Derek Smith are 2 huge supporters of the Aussie ArmWrestler. Big fans of what they do. Let me see if I can get them both on the show together and we can just nut it out. I hope they pull each other. I know they're both heading in different directions, the way they want to pull, but that is a great topic. And let me try and work some Aussie arm wrestling magic there, Ray Finkel, in order to get both of them on the show and have a chat. I'll be chatting about them a bit later on. Part-time wrestler says, ready, bang! Which is good. Reindeer Warheed. If Dave beats Levin, do you think Devon could beat Dave? That Devon that turned up to King of the Table versus Michael Todd, to me, is unbeatable. I love Dave Chafee. Dave Chafington Esquire the Third. I absolutely love that guy. Love him. And I can't wait to see more of his training. He's a very introvert, likes to keep to himself. But I would like to see. I can't wait for Dave versus Levan, and I can't wait for Devon versus both of them. I don't care who it is. I mean, the money match is Levan, but I love it. Ray Finkel. When are you pulling Arm Wrestling News? The $1 million match. Pradeep and I chat a fair bit. He's actually quite a nice guy. I guess we'll jump on the table whenever we can. Even though my surgeon told me to retire a couple of weeks ago. Lucky I've got a strong voice, an unbeatable voice. But yeah, of course, I just want to sit down and have a beer with Pradeep as well and do some content, which is good. Kangaroo Jack says, Vitaley, Leighton, ? Let me know what you mean, Kangaroo Jack. John Hurley, ready, bang, from Canada. You absolute gems. Thank you, everyone, for sticking around. Let me know in the comments. John Bailey, watching on my new gym screen, watching while lifting. John Bailey, superstar. What a comment. Well, let me know in the comments who you think's going to win this matchup and why. This matchup looks fantastic. The way Krasmir likes to chop across with that side pressure, and he just gets stuck there. Can Vitaley bust that head open? And I think he can. If I'm just throwing it out there and going the early crow, which I love, I might dive into this and do another prediction show because there's so much to go through. It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see this match. It's just juicy as shit. That's just the way it is. I feel like someone's busted a watermelon over me and it is just dripping. But thank you for everyone tuning in. So what do we think, guys? The Russian and the Bulgarian. And it's happening in Bulgaria. So a bit of home ground advantage there. Not sure how far the flight is. I can't imagine it being too much. But the way this goes down, if it's a best of 6... Wow. Just seeing the way Vitaley looks lately, he looks really good. Really good, just the size and shape. But Daniel Urich, welcome, my man, doing so much for the world of arm wrestling. He's almost the flagship bearer as the number 1 supporter. Thanks for jumping in, my man. We are just talking about this killer matchup at the moment, happening in Bulgaria, July 31st. Armbets.tv will be the place that you watch it. Aussie ArmWrestler will be doing a host party, and I might grab a co-host with me, just going to enjoy that matchup. Vitaley, for me, takes this one. He takes this one. I'm super keen to see how it'll go in a best of 6. If Krasmir can get some pins early, because he's just an iron horse, the man can just go and go and go. But I just feel Vitaley's top roll is too strong. The height, I think he'll just... And he's not going to do it easy. The scoreline, for me, will believe that he'll just do it. It'll look like he's done it easy, but he won't do it easy. Oh, yeah, Kangaroo Jack, I am always pronouncing the guys' names wrong. Because what happens is I get a bit too excited. And I jump in and pronounce the guys' names wrong. But thank you for that, Kangaroo Jack. Get in there. Tell me who wins 6-round super match. Tell me who wins this one. I'm going Vitaley. I think the Russian. Lalatin. Anyway, Vitaley's my man. And I would not be surprised if it's a 5-1 hit out or a 6-0 hit out. Not for any disrespect against Krasmir. No disrespect at all. I love Krasmir. I just feel at this stage, Vitaley's too strong. He's going to hit it open. He's going to break that hand open. And just the way that pronation is and able to hold back. And he's still, I've seen him just hold some absolute monsters down here and able to hold there. And that's just going to, that almost is where Krasmir is going to hit. So I just feel Vitaley's just going to be able to hold him and just be able to hit there and just look at him. Yeah, Kangaroo Jack feels the same. Ray Finkel feels the same. So does Reindeer, yeah. Vitaley wins this one, but it is good. How good is the world of arm wrestling at the moment, you big legends? And not only is how good the arm wrestling is at the moment, but isn't... Oh, hello, Rochelle. Thanks, Vitaley. Bang, with some beers. Fantastic. Now, not only is the arm wrestling world going well, but Neil Pickup is just booking talent left, right, and centre. Neil Pickup, you big ledge. Book the Aussie ArmWrestler to come over there with you. And by booking, I just mean just invite me, mate. Just invite me. It's even on my wife's birthday, so how good would I look saying, babe, we are heading off to England. It's very tempting to just go over there anyway. But Neil Pickup, just doing what he does best, and he's able to put on the best shows. I really like the ArmWars setup when it comes to super matches. He just has, something special about it, something unique about the way it is. I mean, so far, Cobra Rhodes is going to have a match there. He's got the RVJ versus Sasho and Drev for that matchup, and that alone, oh my God, I'm just going to do a separate ArmWars prediction show. But then I wake up, and I was actually speaking to Tom Holland yesterday. We were just having a bit of a chat. I'm going to get him back on the show. I love him. But before I break down this match, also in about 18 hours, these 4 guys will be on Neil Pickup show. So go give him some love. So it's a lightweight battleground. And one of these matches to open it up is something that I wanted to pick for King of the Table in Dubai. So he's got Tom Holland versus Tarasades, Mindigas, the man. And he's got Jeff Hale versus Giannis Amelins. Jeff Hale versus Giannis Amelins is a main event anywhere. And Neil, the cheeky bugger, you son of a gun, has it as your opening matchup in this lightweight battleground. Wow! Wow, that deserves a ready bang! Yes! That is going to be unbelievable. Now, before settle down, let me just get back into the comments for this one, guys. I'll try and answer all your comments and get through them. I won't be cheeky and wait for a super chat. Nah, it's good. What have we got? Really looking forward to RVJ and Sashay. Thank you, Levan. Kidney. Absolutely loving it. How do I rank Jerry Cataret? I wanted Jerry to pull Vitaley. I rank Jerry very high. I rank him very high in the world of arm wrestling. But it's just now they're all starting to come out of the woodworks and get some of these big name matches, and that's what we want. So in 6 months we'll have a better understanding. But getting Jerry, bang, he needs to just start pulling some matches, and he wants it. Yeah, Jerry needs more hype. Go back to the Aussie ArmWrestler archives. I'm not sure if you saw my podcast with Jerry Caderet. Funny stuff, man. That guy is fantastic. Absolutely loved having him on the show. He was brilliant. Levan Sagjanovlis, I can never pronounce his last name, but I've got his kidney here in the chat saying what we need is Sam Burnett versus Giannis Amelin. Oh, look, Giannis is too much for Sam now. Sam Burnett is ready for the world stage. He's the number one under 80 kilos puller here in Australia. If you head over to the Australian Arm Wrestling Federation channel, I did a podcast with him and his two brothers. We had a bit of fun over there. He needs some international pull now, of course. He's ready. He wants it. The guy's thick, huge. And he's just a decent young guy. Big fan of Sam Burnett and what he's doing. I'm a big fan of so many Australian arm wrestlers. What the world needs to understand is you are sleeping on Australian pullers. I'm plucking Aussies from everywhere, and I want to get Team Australia up and about with the Aussie ArmWrestler just bearing that flag. And I wish I had the money to take a big group of us over there and start having matches with people all over the world, because we're exciting pullers, and now we are just wanting it all to happen. Pete, what have we got here? Everyone just commenting on what's happening there, which is good. Yeah, I know Sam wants to pull Alan Fisher. He's wanted to pull Alan Fisher for quite a long time. But let's talk about this. We'll get to some Aussie arm wrestlers a bit later on. Guys, if you haven't already, just punch that like button while you're here. And if you happen to be somewhere else, just tell your mates, hey, the Aussie Arm Wrestler's live. Go give him some support and a bit of a laugh. Have a laugh with him. I love Jeff Hale. Jeff Hale has been on the show twice. Huge fan of Jeff Hale. We just clicked very well. Consider him a friend of mine, and can't wait to get over there and just have a drink with him, watch Harry Potter with him. The guy's a freak. In saying that, I've built a great connection and consider Tom Holland a good friend of mine. He's been on the show twice, and man, do we have a laugh when we get on. There's just something about the machine Tom Holland that we get there. Giannis Amelins. I've been lucky enough to meet Giannis Amelins when he came to Melbourne, and man, boy, did we have fun when he came on the Aussie Arm Wrestler podcast. And I haven't met Tarasades yet, but I hope to get him on the show not too long in the future so I can have all four. But who do I think? It's a matter of, do I try and think of who I think will win, or does my heart just take over and I'm like, but I like this guy and I like this guy. Look, Giannis Amelins is just phenomenal. The way his mind ticks is just unbelievable. The way he can manipulate an arm wrestling match. And my man Tom Holland felt the wrath of that at WAL a few years ago. But geez, did you see Tom Holland on the weekend in his own lightweight battle over there in the UK with Paul Maiden, Craig Sanders, and someone else? It is just going to be unbelievable, this match. My heart wants Tom Holland to win round one. But man, Jeff Hale, Giannis Amelins, I would not be mad if any of these four win this one. I might have to sit back, have a think about it, and go into depth. Technically, who I think's going to win. But just at this stage, just as an arm wrestling fan, I absolutely love that these four Buffaloes are going to go head to head. And this is just going to be exciting as shit. Let me head over to the comments. What do we got? Lachlan Adair versus Derek Smith will be the moment of truth. That'll be cool. Two awesome guys. The Hellraiser is always entertaining. Question. Is Lachlan afraid to pull anyone officially, or is everyone afraid to challenge him? What's up with that? Lachlan wants to pull anyone and everyone. 5 letters get in the way. COVID. I don't even want to say the word, but that's getting in the way. If you remember, he wanted to get the number 1 spot in Australia, so he flew over to the other side of the country to pull the milkman, Ryan Scott. but then Ryan Bowen got there, I think 10 hours earlier, and within that time frame, as Lachlan was flying, the government just changed it on him, so he had to go home and fly back. Late last year and early this year was supposed to pull Todd Hutchings. Everyone wants to see where Lachlan's at. I want to see where Lachlan's at. People, want to see if the hype's real, because of course, my mate Blue just raves on about him, and rightly so. Gripped up with Lachlan at Blue's wedding, and I mean, everyone feels strong to me, but this was a different kind of strong. So he wants it, and I know Lachlan's not afraid to pull anyone. It's just, we just can't get over. Because there's no money in the world of arm wrestling, we just can't afford to go spend 2 weeks in quarantine, especially he's just had a lovely newborn, and then come back and spend another 2 weeks here. I don't think anyone in Australia wants to pull him at the moment, except for maybe Ryan and maybe Jordan. But everyone wants to save themselves for Over the Top Down Under in November. That's what's happening in the Australian thing. But I'll get to that a bit later. Who does everyone think's going to win this lightweight battle matchup? This is just looking at that poster, great poster. It just looks fantastic. I am all over this. Tom Allen, you big legend. I mean, all these guys will come back on the show sooner rather than later, and I'll reach out to Tarasades on this one. But man, just look at this. Is something like when I get a bit bored, I like to put matchups, and this is exactly matchups that I'd want to see. This main event anywhere in the world. Shout out to Neil Pickup for just nailing Reality Check. But not only has my man nailed it, but he's just thrown this little cheeky matchup as well. Coach Ray. Big fan. I'm a big fan of Coach Ray. He's been on the Aussie ArmWrestler show, and he's a big fan of mine, which I'm very grateful for. Taking on the Mexican assassin, Alan Guerra. This is a very interesting matchup. I do like it. And once again, of course, it's an interesting matchup because Neil Pickup organised it. This will be an interesting matchup. Levance Kidney thinks Alan Guerra will beat Coach Ray. It's going to be interesting, guys. This is going to be an interesting matchup. I haven't seen too much of Alan lately. I know he had something, or he's got something coming up, not in the not too distant future. Of course, Alan, if you're watching, I would absolutely love that you come on the show. But Coach Ray, my heart is always just going to sit there and pick Coach Ray. Coach Ray will learn from that interesting slip-up that he had at King of the Table. He had a very, very slow start at King of the Table. That was a real interesting matchup. But this, I like this one. What have we got here? Flow Tester says, I thought Lachlan and Derek was off. We just can't fly anywhere. We'll talk about some Australian arm wrestling a bit later on. The lightweight matches are absolutely insane. Can't wait. Can't wait to see Tom Allen in action again. David Chapman, go check out Tom Holland's YouTube or UK Arm Wrestling YouTube. Mega Mike Coburg. This is brilliant. $4.99 super chat. Mike Coburg, let me know where you're from. Great work. Keep it up. Mega Mike, I do see you pop up on other live feeds. So thank you for your support in the arm wrestling community. Hugely appreciated. I think Alan is a bit bigger than Ray. Yes, I'm sure they'll agree to meet at a weight somewhere. I'm not sure Alan Guerra's height. And we all know Coach Ray's just a little bit short. But yeah, now that things are just moving along nicely, I think Coach Ray's just got to train and train. I'm leaning on Coach Ray on this one. I'm leaning on Coach Ray. It'll be very, very interesting. This will be a game of chess. Don't worry about strength. This will be a game of chess, this matchup. Last time we saw Alan Guerra on the main stage, he took that hard loss to Ryan Bowen in his debut match. But Alan Guerra's no slouch in this one. When you watch this one, it's a shame we don't have a widescreen into the mines, because this will just be all about movements and we'll be up and about for that one. Everyone's breaking me into submission talking about Australian arm wrestling. Kangaroo Jack says Lachlan versus Coots. It's going to be the same date from the Vitaley match. So that'll happen the night before. The day after, we have our Melbourne state titles, our Victorian state titles. The Aussie ArmWrestler might jump on the table, but he'll have the microphone. I'll live stream the whole event. But I know a lot of guys are going to be coming down. Now, Brett Coots is our number one. He's been number one in Australia. Well, he's the number one under 95 kilos or under 100 kilos puller in Australia. Either way, both divisions, he's number one. The guy is an animal. He is a freak, especially on the left hand. Brett Coots is a superstar, a genuine superstar. I would love to see him pull Lachlan. I'd love to see him pull Ryan Bowen. I would love to see Brett come in and try and take some big names. And, you know, when you're talking about... He's in the top 5 in Australia at the moment. You've got Ben Carroll, Ryan Bowen, Lachlan Adair, Brett Coots, and the fifth one. There's about 8 people that could be number 5 in Australia. So I need Brett. I can't wait to see Brett back at training. Sometimes he comes to the House of Pain in Melbourne and trains with us. Mate, the guy is in phenomenal shape. I hope he pulls at Vic State titles. And I also hope that, I also hope that a lot of our interstate pullers come over and have a match. Things like that. I want to see Sam Burnett versus Jordan Davis from Flow Tester 21. Yeah, I'd love to see that. I mean, we have so many pullers in Australia that it's starting to become, oh my God, this matchup. Because don't forget about Mario Tambakis from New South Wales. You can't forget about, there's Cole Howarth in WA. There's Ryan Scott, if he wants to make a comeback and really do it. He's still no slouch. He just didn't win his last match. You've got him in Western Australia. Here in Victoria, Brett Coots is our number one guy. We've got an up-and-comer named Henry Mullet. We've got Andy from the Andy and Mario show. I'm going to get them too on my show, hopefully sooner rather than later. You know, just guys that are hungry and want it. So that's why I'm so excited when people just mention any Australian matchup would be a great matchup. You know, David Chapman saying Brett versus Ryan. Yeah, mate, we could just have Brett versus A, B, C, D, and E. Be a great matchup. You know, Ryan versus A, B, C, D, and E. Lachlan and so on. Those matches are just going to be so excited. So unbelievable. It'll be great. Mike Coburg from California. Thank you very much again for your super chat. Just means the world to me. You have no idea how much. And just everyone in the comments, how much I absolutely love it. When are you going to interview other arm wrestlers again, Aussie? From John. John, I just interviewed Gabriela Vasconcelos. I just interviewed her, which is good. So go check out. That was last week, which is good. So, John, give me some names who you would love to have on the podcast. So the way the Aussie Arm Wrestler is going to try and aim move forward is this time slot every Friday. I want to go live and have a chat with everyone. Once or twice a week, I'll release a match with commentary. And then whenever I can get someone on the podcast, I'd absolutely love it. And I'm so grateful and humbled from the superstars that have come on the podcast. I've still got to get Retro Reister Gaming on the podcast. He's my 1,000 subscriber winner. But yeah, just let me know anyone. Throw some names out and hopefully I can get them on the show. Milkman heard he's right on that match with Blue, but he said that he's getting his fire back. Good! David Chapman Arm Wrestling, I hope that is 100% true. Ryan Scott is a great puller and we needing to continue to pull. What have we got? I just want to see Lachlan pull anybody. He hasn't got to compete in a long time. 100%. 100%. There's so many pullers in Australia and every time I got to live stream and commentate a Super Series just in Queensland. Anytime we get something exciting happens, some state, and especially where I am in Melbourne, Victoria, always seems to just go into another snap, lockdown, and I can't go anywhere, and a group of us just can't go anywhere. But once Australia can go, man, we're going to bring a team and just hopefully hit it up. But in the meantime, we hope we can put on some absolute stellar arm wrestling matches, man. I just wish, like, anytime any money comes in for the Aussie Arm Wrestler, it just goes to big things like this. I would love to just offer a big, top 8 for Australians, give everyone $100 for coming, and then $500 for the winner. I wish I could do that. That would be amazing. So who knows? But I think Over the Top Down Under will be an absolute masterclass when it comes to Australian arm wrestlers. Hopefully heaps of people come over at the end of July. But have a chat with Ian Carnegie. Yeah, I wouldn't mind having a chat with the Grippler. He's starting to get his fire back, and he lost the Shaq. So I want to have always love stirring him up about it. But he seems a bit passionate now. But there's another matchup coming soon in a couple of months. Have you guys seen this one? How good does this matchup look, ladies and gentlemen? We have Chance Shaw, Mike Aiello, Don Underwood, and Jordan Sill. Wow. You talk about 4 behemoths that are just oozing arm wrestling testosterone. Bang. This is it. The Ninja Turtles of arm wrestling are coming in ready to mess arms up. So these 4 are having a round robin battle. I believe it's a round robin. Huge battle. Love it. Chance Shaw versus Mike Aiello versus Don Underwood versus Jordan Sill. The Chance Shaw is on fire. He's got a bit of Sam Burnett form at the moment. As I said, there's red hot form, there's white hot form, and then there's Chance Shaw form at the moment. Seems to be anywhere and everywhere, which is amazing. Mike Aiello didn't have the greatest hit out against Brendan Alisar not that long ago, but he had been crook. I was having a chat with Mike. He's someone who will come on the show again. The first time I didn't record, that was hilarious. But that matchup will look good. Don Underwood is just coming out of the ranks and pulling people. So he's just a fighter, just a grit, dirty, bang, just claw and shit like that. I love it. That's what I love about Don Underwood. And of course, Jordan Sill. Thick. I wonder if they're all going to meet at the... Oh, no, it's a super heavyweight match. They're all going to be fine, guys. Who is winning this? Who is winning this one? Wow, I'm just excited. This is happening. 4 guys just wanting to rip arms off. Chance Shaw looking to just keep climbing that ladder and putting his name on the top so he can get some more big name matches. Mr. Everywhere he is at the moment. Then you got Mike Aiello. That big son of a gun. He's allergic to wearing t-shirts. Funny dude, just wants to remind everyone that he is the guy and just wants to smash everyone on the table. Don Underwood at the moment is that comeback story that, he was top-notch for a while. He was on Game of Thrones. Things didn't go well. Don Underwood, if you're watching, I'm going to reach out to you soon, man, and get you on the Aussie Arm Wrestler podcast. But he wants to climb back and go, hey, arm wrestling's coming good. Don't forget about Hollywood Don Underwood. And then, of course, Jordan Sill. Mate, he is just sitting there going, guys, have you forgotten what I can do on a table? And he just wants to get there. What have we got here? I reckon Chance style suits those pullers pretty well. Unlikely to get into any wars. Very good analysis, Davo. Flow Tester 21. I got Mike Aiello and Don Underwood. Yeah, if Mike Aiello's not crook and just feels strong, he's going to do it. I in the sports that I grew up with, besides arm wrestling, momentum is huge for me. So I am leaning to a bigger, thicker Chance Shaw. Jordan Silver feeling good. And then Don Underwood is a beast. If Chance wins, he proves Bowen has been on the source. How? I don't get it. I've missed something there, Kangaroo Jack. But anyway, that's all right. He thinks, Chance, of course, Shaw has a red-hot chance to beat this one. I think, I could spend the next 20 minutes doing 5 minutes on Chance Shaw, 5 minutes on Mike Alley, 5 minutes on Don Underwood, and 5 minutes on Jordan Sill on who's going to win this one. It's just, I know Chance is putting on weight. I think his last time I heard he was sitting around 242. Chance, let me know. Chance is going to come on the show soon. We've been having a chat not that long ago. Chance will come on the show and we'll have a chat. So I'll ask some of those questions. Hey, everyone getting a bit cheeky in the comments. But who's winning this one? Where are we going with this one? Who is winning? Is it Chance Shaw, Mike Aiello, Don Underwood, Jordan the Thrill? Jordan Sill doing some stuff over there in Utah. And also what I want to know, big legends in the comments, what do you think of these battle royals? So if we go back, WAL had the battle royals, the four-way battlegrounds, battle royals, and then we're having another one here. There was Mike Allo was involved in a three-way. Hey, you dirty old bludger. In a three-way not that long ago. Oh, Chance was a 280. 280. Chance Shaw, wow, that is a big boy. Big boy. When are these matches happening? I believe these ones are happening in July. These ones will be in July in the not too distant future. It's the... July. I can see the poster and I can see the picture, but the date is just getting to me. Yeah, it's July at some stage. So, very good matchup, great matchup about to happen. A lot of people, we've got Chance Underwood wins. Flow Tester's got Mike and Don. Yeah, to pick one person at the moment, I can't. I can't at this stage. I'll need to sit down, have a beer and watch some highlights. For me, it's out of three. No disrespect to Don Underwood, but he's just, coming back and things like that, and he'll probably prove me wrong, but it's out of Chance, Mike, and Jordan. Now, I know Chance and Jordan had a pull not that long ago, and both just feeling fresh. So, it'll be, Oh, my mind has lost it! My mind has lost it for all these matches. I've lost it. I've got a headache. I need it, and I didn't even have any beers in the fridge. What have we got? Let's quickly hit up the comments. When am I able to leave Australia? Man, I think we're able to leave at the moment, but you've got to do tests, and then you've got to spend 2 weeks quarantine wherever you go, and then 2 weeks quarantine when you get back. And this isn't my full-time job yet. So if this was my full-time job, I'd be 50-50 in going. It would have to be a pretty big event. And obviously for me to get on the card to commentate the event. But also just being away from my wife and my dog. That plays a huge factor in anything that I do. So, but there's nothing exciting happening. Like we just come out of a lockdown last week here in Melbourne. So I couldn't get up to Queensland and watch the bloody events. But anyway... so no idea, Ray, when I can leave. Flow Tester, if Chance gets Mike into the straps, it could be a long match for Mike. Yeah, very good analysis there. Kangaroo Jack wants to see Jordan Sill versus Paul Lynn. Oh, can't wait to see Paul Lynn back on the table. Spot on there. And that's what's so exciting about the world of arm wrestling at the moment. Tell me you're not excited that each and every time something happens. Like, we've got these 4 matches, and I could bang on for half an hour why each and every one of these matches and how good these matchups. But then it's just thrown in there. Throw Paul in the mix, and then that just opened up a whole can of worms. It's just so exciting, guys. It's just unbelievable where arm wrestling is at now. Where arm wrestling is at now, it is just excited to play fantasy matchup. Now, for me, I play a lot of fantasy Premier League, fantasy NBA, fantasy AFL here in Australia, you know, and matchups and things like that. Used to be a huge boxing fan, huge UFC fan, and just doing fantasy matchups in anything. Man, I used to do fantasy matchups on my Nintendo. That's what is so good about this sport at the moment. You know, you complain about Australia's COVID laws, but they really... we won't get into all of that. Yeah, we won't... I got... Last time I was on TV, I got right into this whole COVID thing, and man, I got a lot of support, and I got attacked a lot. So let's just keep it arm wrestling. David Chapman, how's your own arm wrestling going, Jake? It's... Like I said earlier, so... The update for me and my pulling and things like that. Let me go through it. My back is shot. My left hip is wearing down. My right hip needs full replacement. I have a strain in my left calf. Chronic tendonitis in my left Achilles. I've got arthritis in both hips. Arthritis creeping up in my left hand. Can't straighten my left arm. So it's... I love the sport and I love competing, but my surgeon sat me down the other day and told me that I need to stop. I need to stop because hopefully in the next 3 months, I'll probably get a full hip replacement. Like, I'm the youngest dude ever to get a full hip replacement. So then, of course, as we know, in the world of arm wrestling, you need your hips to be able to move and pin people. I'm trying to develop a press so I can climb up on the table, but I'm only 5'10.5", so I'm not big enough. So my personal arm wrestling, look, I train for arm wrestling. I was at the gym this morning, and I'll do as much as I can. But yeah, my days are numbered. That's why I am all in, and I love commentating and hosting shows and things like that. And I don't mind being behind the camera and calling the action. I don't have to be on the table to feel I've made an impact on the sport. You can see my last 16 months in the sport. But yeah, that's Dave Chapman. That's how my arm wrestling's going at the moment. It's a battle of, all right, you've trained hard today, and I feel it. You know, I feel it for days. I'm at the stage where I struggle to put on my right shoe, but I just love the sport. I grew up playing basketball and Aussie rules football, and man, I compete every week. So to transition into arm wrestling has been hard. It's been harder than Chinese algebra transitioning, because I'm used to competing every week. Train a couple of times a week, game day Saturday. Train a couple of times a week, game day Saturday. Here, train, and you might pull 3 times a year. So I've been trying to jump on super matches, but yeah, the body's just shot at the moment. But yeah, if you go back onto my channel, I had a couple of super matches not too far away, but then it just takes a long time to recover. But geez, I love it. I absolutely love it. Adam, hey buddy, yeah, gonna have to watch this later. Also, awesome. Yeah, Paul Lynn versus Ryan Bowen, and then the winner take on RVJ. I'm all down for that. Adam Hasey's just jumped in. Ray Finkel, the algorithm will strike down if it detects politics. Did I watch The World's Strongest Man? I haven't watched The World's Strongest Man, Ray Finkel. That wasn't live on YouTube or anything. Yeah, that's why I'm staying away from COVID, because I just want to talk arm wrestling. And let's get this algorithm happening. Flow tester, how old are we? Man, I'm only 36. I turned 37 at the end of the year. I don't hide my age. I'm 36. I've been a lifelong fan, but been competing in the sport, I think, since I was about 33. It hasn't been that long, and then we had a year off. For those that don't know about my journey with my wife the last 16, 18 months, that's plummeted my training, but it was totally worth it. I'm not bringing down the energy of the show. But, it's only 36, and that's how my arm wrestling's going. Dave, mate, you do not have to be sorry at all. People that I train with know, and people that know me, I am the happiest guy in the world. You have no idea, Dave. Hopefully we can have a beer one day and you can say, this is exactly who I am in the real world, man. I just love life. So don't feel sorry for me, man, but I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Tim Gadsby in the chat. Guys, you want to talk about one of the best arm wrestlers in Australia? That's the next matchup. Sam Burnett, even though he's ready for the world stage, Tim Gadsby's my man in Victoria. I want to see them two have another hit out. Tim Gadsby is the man. He is the man, and them two should battle for the number one spot in the under 80 kilos. Yeah, Timmy, thanks for jumping in. At the table, my man, Brock, shout out to him. He's just a puller in Western Australia. That's what I love about arm wrestling. I've just met so many good dudes. And my man Brock has asked, what weapon would I choose in a zombie apocalypse? Great question. What weapon would I choose in a zombie apocalypse? Smartly, I would choose like the Gatling gun from Predator or just an Uzi so I can keep him from a distance. But I've got no problem. Like, my brothers are two of the strongest people I've ever met. And when it comes to hand-to-hand combat, man, they are the strongest people ever. So they've taught me quite a bit. So either way, what weapon? One of my brothers would be a weapon that I'd absolutely bring into a zombie apocalypse. One of the strongest people I've ever met. No idea. Dina Haynes, you guys have sit-down arm wrestling competitions? No. But I'd like to give it a go. Great idea, Dina. I'm going to have to write that down to have a sit-down competition. And I might need to start watching a bit more sit-down competitions because that could work for me and my hips. Great throw out there, Dina, in the chat. Flow tester, arm wrestling is so painful in the elbows. Just so painful everywhere. Henry Mullet, arm wrestling. Henry Mullet. And he's even thrown in a super chat. Guys, Henry Mullet, just one guy, just developed a really, really close relationship through the arm wrestling world. He is someone that you'll need to keep an eye on. This is a man that lives and breathes the sport. He's from my state in Victoria. Just wants it. He'll be a guest on the Aussie ArmWrestler show in the not too distant future. He is just a genuine superstar, and I absolutely love him. Ray, yeah. So, and he's giving me a super chat. Thank you so much, Mr. Downwardo. Morning, Jake. Much love. That's what have I done here? That's Rhett from another one of my guys. Rhett's from Melbourne, Victoria as well. He's just a genuine superstar as well. Slim, in shape. When he gets his mind right, Rhett is if you go to Australian Arm Wrestling Federation website, I commentated a match with Rhett. He had a good, just off the cuff super match with Alex, another one. You've got no idea how much I rate my club in Melbourne, and shout out to you. He was an early Patreon supporter back in the day, so thank you. At the table, my man, Brock. Here, Big Sack. Yeah. An up-and-comer in Perth. Strongman turned arm wrestler. Go check out Brock. He's a Brock Lewis arm wrestler on Instagram, and also hit that at the table. At the table there. Hit it all there, guys. With that, Tim Gadsby, thanks, brother. I think he was almost one of the, if not the first person to buy an Aussie Arm Wrestler shirt. And once again, another guy from my club that is just making waves. We just need to release these gladiators here in Australia. And I'll go back. I'll get rid of this picture because we can talk about some of the talent in Australia. And a lot of them are in the chat at the moment. It is fantastic. You and thank you so much for the super chats, Tim. Bless you, my man. I will be training at Tim Gatsby's place in the near future, and his setup, I'm in a group chat with him, and his setup just looks unreal. So I can't wait to do a live stream and take you through Tim's property. He's built this man cave. It's just unreal. So I was so excited about those matches that we were talking about in the chat, but let me know what else you want me to talk about. Otherwise, I'll bang on a little bit about what's happening here in Australia and around the world. What have we got here? Dave Chafee versus Prime Richard Lupkes from Reindeer. Wow. Yeah, that huge matchup. Huge. That would be unreal. Oh, them two in their prime. Geez, Richard Lupkes was a force. He was an absolute force. But Dave Chafee's got force and table IQ. Very, very good question. Very good question. Oh, that's what I love about the sport. Them two, wow. There's just something about Prime Richard Lupkes I like. I mean, everyone knows I love Dave Chafington, the third Esquire. But there is something about that one. At the table says, think Ray Finkel is my new fave. Flow Tester, I hope Dave Chafee beats Levan. It will shake the arm wrestling world. It's a really catch-22. So going on the Dave Levan match. Just a quick chat about that. So it's a catch-22. I think Dave wins. Now, I could be wrong, but of course I could be wrong. We could all be wrong. I think Dave wins. For the arm wrestling world to blow up and for people to get big paydays and for more pay-per-views and to expand even more, Dave can't win. And it breaks my heart. So when you are expanding and how successful King of the Table was and how successful Engen Terzi's Turkey event was and top 8 coming in, top 8's jumping in, and also who else is jumping in, and ArmWars reality check and things like that. I think Levan needs to win to expand this matchup. Levan would have to win because I think it just brings more eyes. We've seen Devon versus Dave, and it's an epic matchup, and it was at WAL a few years ago. Great matchup. I love it. But yeah, if we want money and this to expand even more, woo! Because we've never seen them two. We've never seen Devon versus Levan, and that's the money matchup. That's the pinnacle. That's the hype that we need to go to. And I would pay top dollar to fly anywhere and everywhere to jump on and call that match or be involved in that matchup. Ray Finkel asks, did I see ROTN, Ruler of the Night? I sponsored the 31st entrance. I need to have a chat to Gary Roberts. He said the first 30 people are free, and I said I'll pay for that unlucky son of a gun that comes in at 31st. I've seen a little bit of that matchup. I've seen a little bit, but I haven't. I need to sit back soon. I've got today off. I'm going to watch the NBA playoffs very soon. Well, not very soon, after I jump off here. But I want I want to watch the rest of that. I love what Gary Roberts is doing over at ArmTV. He allows me to jump on his stream whenever I want. So I'm very grateful for that. So yeah, bang. Need to check it. There's only 12 guys. Only 12. Oh, well, that's all right. I contributed to the event. Gary Roberts has done enough for the Aussie ArmWrestler. Only 12. What a shame. What a shame. I know Gary won't think that's a shame. I know Gary actually wanted a small number to turn up. Because he wanted to play out some new rules and try some things. Yeah. Were you there, Ray? Did you turn up to that event? Or have you just watched it? Yeah, I think Gary can be a very good promoter for the sport. Because he wants to double and change the rules. He just wants exciting arm wrestling, because that is a debate I want to have. And I want to grab a whole heap of people and do like a 3-4 hour live stream. And I want to have rules versus entertainment debate show. I think it'll be very great. But yeah, damn Gary only having 12. But I know he wanted it. He wanted a small, intimate event. But I'm glad people turned up. I think Ultimate Arm Wrestling League had an event that same weekend as well. So a lot of people might have hit up there. Also, I want to know, guys, let's play imaginary things here. Borders open up. Aussie arm wrestlers free to go anywhere. Where do you think I should go for my first event? First event. Don't worry about money and if I'm allowed to go or if I'm booked on the show. Let me know what event I should shoot off to first. Ray. Okay, 5 killer dudes in the mix. And yeah, Pavlo wins. Yeah, I thought he would have win. And okay, you watched it. Oh, you're in Canada. So you feel my Australian pain. Shout out to you, my Commonwealth brother, Ray. Yeah, it's not looking good. But yeah, where does the Aussie arm wrestler, where do you think he wants to go? Also, just quickly, while you're having a bit of a think about that, what did everyone think of Devin's comment on his, what's it called? He did a video, and he reckons that Schoolboy should pull Richard Lupke's now. He wants Richard Lupke's to have one more bang, one more hit out. And thinks he wants for him to take on Schoolboy. What do you think of that matchup as well? Richard, old school versus Schoolboy. You know, old school versus new Schoolboy. I like it. I mean, I like any matchup. Well, not any matchup. You know, he just threw it out there, and because it's Devon, it'll probably happen. If Richard is feeling better, I know he wasn't too well. So shout out, Richard. I hope you are feeling great, and reach out to me, Richard. Somehow I can't get in contact with you. I would love you on the podcast. Someone help me out there. What have we got? David Chapman, you need to be the first WA show. Oh, man. Dave Chapman, that is my dream. That is my dream. Ever since I first started commentating, yeah, it suits my style. I love WWF. I love WAL. I love their setup. It's short, sharp, it's exciting, it's an entertainment value. You get in, get out. It's like robbing a bank. I would love to sit there. And there's a few people I'd love to sit there. Ultimately, Neil Pickup. I've grown a great relationship with Uncle John. You know, I bond well with Gary Roberts. Ryan Bowman and I work very well when we hit the microphone. And I'd actually love to commentate with my brother, which is, it's a weird thing, but I'd love to commentate with my brother Ryan. That would be absolutely be cool. But the way that'll work, basically, the way I see it, me being able to commentate on WAL is you guys. Constantly, whenever WAL put up a post, it's like, oh, you need to get and tag the Aussie Arm Wrestler. You need to get the Aussie Arm Wrestler to commentate. Like Steve Kaplan early on said he was a fan of my work, and Steve's been great, and I'm a huge flag bearer for the WAL. I love it. And once that starts up, I'm going to fly over to the next event. No, I haven't been told anything. I just love it. I just love that style. So, absolutely. Oh, here we go. Joe the Hammer Valentine. Anyone with the last name Valentine, because I'm a huge wrestling fan, your nickname's now the Hammer. Joe the Hammer Valentine. MN has incredible arm wrestlers come to the land up over. Joe, where's MN? MN, Minnesota? Are you in Minnesota? So, I'm not too sure. Joe, first of all, you absolute dead set legend. Thank you for the super chat. Hits me right in the feels, you dead set legend. That's where, so let me scroll back up. The comments are coming thick and fast. Yeah, I want to, I just want to travel everywhere. Someone, you need to go to UK to the Arnold Classics. Oh, I'd love to. That is building up to a card. And that's why I'm just commentating as many matches. Look, Neil doesn't need me. He doesn't need me there, but I want to be there. And he knows that think very highly of him. I'm sure he thinks it's weird, but I would absolutely love to be at that event. I would have to convince my wife because it's on her birthday. So it's on her birthday. Joe Valentine. Did you just give a second super chat? Oh, you legend, Joe Valentine. Thank you. Minnesota, bro. I want to go watch the Timberwolves over there. Huge NBA fan. Minnesota. Yep. That's your nickname, Joe the Hammer Valentine. You better keep it. Change your Instagram handle if you're on it. Let me know if you're on it as well so I can follow you back and things like that. That is yeah. MN Minnesota. I got it. Yes, nailed it. Bang. Thank you again for the 2 super chats. You dead set legend. Really appreciate it. And that would be the absolute dream. For me, as you can see, I can just talk and talk and talk. And I feel it when it comes to the quit wit game. I feel I can go head to head with anyone. Some clever things. So when I commentate and put videos on Instagram and YouTube, that is one take. It is one take. I press play and I just call it from there. Yeah, I've seen the match before, so I'm familiar with it, so it helps out. But if you go back to my last live stream, I called 4 matches live, and I just love it. I've been commentating basically my whole life. I love commentating anything, and it was actually my brother that told me to go this way in the world of arm wrestling. He said, go commentate videos. Because originally, when this all happened, I was just going to share my journey from... Maybe I should do an Aussie ArmWrestler podcast and interview myself on that one. You're goddamn right, I did it twice. Thank you, Joe the Hammer Valentine, you big ledge. Thank you very much. And everyone, make sure you've hit the like button while you're here. And give Joe Valentine some love. Thank you very much, Joe, you big ledge. Reindeer Warhead. Warhead. How is your wife? Oh, man. Yeah, amazing. All right, I'm going to wrap up my wife's story in 30 minutes because it can bring the energy down and I don't want to. 17 months ago, my wife was diagnosed with breast cancer. This was happening as the Aussie Arm Wrestler was starting. If you go back to the old archives and see me with a bald head, it's because my wife was bald at the time. So I wanted to share the journey with her. Without my wife, there is no Aussie Arm Wrestler. So huge shout out to my lovely wife, who is just a genuine superstar. 3 weeks ago, had her final treatment after a 16-month battle and is kicking goals. Absolutely kicking goals. She is the true instigator of showing a ready bang attitude. So at the moment, she's at work. I work Sunday or Thursday. She's a school teacher. She's at work now, absolutely dominating. So I just quickly wrap that up in hopefully in only 30 seconds. Thank you, Reindeer. Thank you for asking. Flow tester, it's too cold in Minnesota. You need to go to Texas or Arizona, somewhere warm like you used to. I don't mind it. I don't mind the cold. It does hurt the arthritis. Joe Valentine, yes, you've changed your name. Yes, to Joe the Hammer. Joe the Hammer Valentine. Hopefully, Joe, we can go to a Timberwolves game and have a beer. I'm not sure if you're a basketball fan, but that's how I know my American places. That's awesome. The Joe Show. I haven't seen the Joe Show in a while. Aussie Arm Wrestler is a legend. Another guy that just hits up all the channels and a huge supporter of the arm wrestling. Thank you, the Joe Show. You're awesome. So yeah, I just want to go anywhere and everywhere. The one thing I love about arm wrestling and my attitude towards arm wrestling is I do not care if I lose a match. I'm not claiming to be the best. This is my weapon. This is where I think I can do the most damage in the world of arm wrestling. This bad boy right here. Absolutely love it. And it's just all these comments that are coming through. And it just fuels me, man. It just makes me so excited that I can sit here in my house and people from around the world are tuning in. Man, I wake up and I get videos saying ready bang. And I think every live stream I bang on about how much I appreciate each and every one of you. But I really do. What have we got here? Henry Mullet. What have we got? Who's your next friendly super match with? I haven't got one at the moment. I'm thinking I'm just going to wait till Melbourne, till state titles, Henry, which is end of July, as you know, Henry, end of July. So I think I'm just going to save my body. I'm looking to drop quite a bit of weight by then. I'm not going to get in the unders, but just to look after my body. I'm 95 kilos now, and I'm on a journey to get down to about 85 kilos. I just like being lighter. I just want to get lighter and things like that. So that's who it is. Tim Gadsby. Once again, thank you again for your second super chat of the day. You and Joe the Hammer sorting me out. You're a legend, bro. Doing an awesome job for the global arm wrestling community. Keep up the good work, buddy. Ready. Bang! Yeah. Thanks, Tim. And I've got huge respect for Tim Gadsby because back in the day when I first started arm wrestling, there was only about 8 people at our club, and I was the new guy, and I was really behind. I had not even a glimpse of proper arm wrestling, no technique, no nothing. I watched Over the Top a million times, and that was it. And Tim was one of the first guys. Jump on the table, bro. Let's go. And just gives his time of day for anyone and everyone. So, Tim Gadsby, thank you very much. What have we got? Kangaroo Jack, are you competing, emceeing at Over the Top 2? Look, I'm going the early crow and saying, yes, I am emceeing. I should be emceeing. Australian Arm Wrestling Federation President, my man, Phil, hasn't given me the nod yet, but he should be. Yeah, I would say yes. I don't want to sound too confident because I have huge respect for what Phil does for the Australian Arm Wrestling Federation. But at some stage, I will make sure I get my hands on that microphone and call some of the big and best matches I've ever seen live. It's going to be... That event, the way it's looking at the moment, is just looking unbelievable. Unbelievable at the moment. It's so good. It's so good. And I just hope the borders open up. Who would you like to see come to Over the Top 2 and compete against some of the world's best? Not just in the heavyweights, but in all the divisions. Because we've got some proper talent. Happening. Just heaps of talent coming over, which is good. So, what else have we got in the comments? Henry, I can't wait to see you. Just glad you're coming down, man. If you need a place to stay, so you don't have to keep driving, Aussie ArmWrestler's got your back. How many extra backflips can I do when I'm lighter? I can't do any backflips anymore. Fun fact, I used to be a wrestler. There is a fun fact. Guys, I really should just do a whole episode on myself. Flow Tester 21. Flow Tester has said, the event I'm looking forward to the most is Over the Top event, of course, or the Arnold Classic. Yeah, Arm Wars reality check just looks unreal. It's so good. It's going to be so good. Joe the Hammer Valentine. Oh, I just saw that. Good one. You had me looking that shit up. Awesome. Oh, the Joe Show. $9.99 super chat. Joe, if you've got a question to ask, just throw it in the comments, mate. Really appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. And Joe the Hammer. Thank you, the Joe Show. You've been around. I know you've changed your name a couple of times for your YouTube handle and things like that because, you know, I like to help out and follow the people that follow me. So thank you, Joe. Roman Gromov. That might be for something else. Joe the Hammer. What have we got here? David Chapman Arm Wrestling. Marcio would be great to see it Over the Top heavyweights and Jeff Hale lightweight. Yeah, I've spoke to Jeff Hale, trying to get him to come over. He wants to come over, but of course it is just all about the top elite arm wrestlers want to come over. Like, when I say top elite, John Brasink, Devin Larratt, Ryan Espy, Cody Merritt, Uncle John, and things like that. That, like, the top elite want to come over. One, because Australia's just a great place to live. 2, we're recreating the movie. So a lot of the old school pullers are just like, oh, and that's what I'm so excited about. To just walk in and almost be on a very similar set as the 1986 movie Over the Top. And it will, and it's in a casino as well. Just mind-boggling, which is good. Telling Bigfoot, best live arm wrestling show on YouTube. Telling Bigfoot, thank you very much. I just really love enjoying it. Kangaroo Jack, any footage of you wrestling? I have DVDs. So if I can somehow record the DVD, because I can't get it on my laptop, but if I can somehow record the DVD and get one of my wrestling matches and I'll whack it on my channel, 100%, man, 100%. I've got, it's a part of my life. I've got no problems showing that as well. I reckon it'll get the views as well. The Joe Show, I always enjoy the live. Thank you, my man. Carolyn Looms. Carolyn, I always see you over at ArmTV's live show every Wednesday. Hello, Carolyn. Aussie, do you think Uncle John will beat David Bradford? Yeah, I'm 100% all in on Uncle John. Yes, the way Uncle John's attitude is at the moment, and now he's getting training and nutrition plans, and he's just looking great at the moment. Yes, Carolyn, Uncle John is winning. David Bradford looks like a beast and things like that, but Uncle John is, my man. Yeah, absolutely, Carolyn. Joe the Hammer, Gromov would be good, of course, for Over the Top too. That makes a bit more sense. Henry Mullet Arm Wrestling, any hints for the next guest? There's a few lined up. One, someone that's already been on the show. One that I'm thinking of getting some local talent on the show. A few that are lined up are some, people that are really making their names on the YouTube sense. One person that, and Henry, let me tell you this one. This one person, and I'll actually drop his name, that I've been chasing to come on the show, that I've been wanting to come on the show, and I haven't got him yet. It's Sam Harris. He's a fan of what I do. He shares a bit of my content. He replies to my messages. I just can't get him on the show just yet, but I will wear him down. That's one I'm going to get on. But I've got a few names lined up, Henry, to come on the show. I know you're a big fan of the podcast. Rainder says, Marcio versus RVJ. Oh, RVJ is so strong, but there will just be something about Mario's weight. I think it'll be too much of a, if Rob gets bigger, then Rob will take it. But Marcio's looking great. It depends on the weight difference for me on that one. Ray Finkel. Pork chop in Canada is looking huge these days. Yeah, Curtis. I know Curtis, he reached out to me very early on in the Aussie ArmWrestler day. So I've been watching Pork Chop's progression up the Canadian ranks and very impressed. And I like the guy. Hope he's doing well. And I hope he does well. That'll be a good matchup. I think he's got a matchup coming soon. But yeah, just open up the borders. And that's what I mean. All these matchups are just amazing. Carolyn, love the shows too. Yeah, I love all the shows. I try and follow as many arm wrestling YouTube shows. To the point, guys, this is what I do. If I can't watch or feel I won't have time to watch people's particular arm wrestling shows, I put their show on in my pocket and turn the volume down, and as I'm working, their show's playing so they can get the view and the watch time and everything like that. Like sometimes at night, once a week, I'll put on everyone's and I leave my laptop on all night. Now, YouTube might not like hearing that. I just got myself in a bit of trouble. But I love just helping out as many channels as I can because they're helping me out, so I want to help them out. And yeah, we're in this really good stage at the moment in the arm wrestling world where channels want to help each other out. And for me, that's unreal, and that's the way the Aussie Arm Wrestler's been able to grow. If people didn't have that attitude, it would have been a lot. I would have got there, but it would have been a lot harder work. Daniel Urick just comes in with a ready banger. Another guy that has just, he's on all the channels, and he gives away, and I'm not asking for any money, Daniel, please don't, but you are always sticking your hand out and helping out the channels. You know, you bought an Uncle John shirt not that long ago, and you're always super chatting everything. So, awesome. Kangaroo Jack. Trump versus Biden. Who wins the arm wrestle? Trump. Wins it easy. The dude was on WrestleMania and hosted 2 WrestleManias. So you win my heart. He's taking a stone cold stunner. Trump wins that easy. Absolutely dominates. Yeah. You got to be kidding. That's not even a matchup. Trump wins that one easy. And Ray's right. I think one will poo their pants on the go. One of them would have to. The old timers. But yeah, if you've taken a stone cold stunner and lived to tell the day, you are beating Joe Biden in an arm wrestle. That's the way. And I think, guys, I've been banging on for an hour and 15 minutes. I would love to hang around with you guys all day, but I'm going to end it there. If anyone's got any quick comments, let me know just to finish up. As if any more extra comments will come in, I just want to say, oh man, thank you. Just I will be here every Friday at this time, 10:15 Australian time. I'll be here every Friday. Thank you. Just thanks. For those that are on Patreon, for those that follow me on Instagram, for everyone that has subscribed to YouTube, for people coming in the comments, you have no idea how much I absolutely love it. I love it. Just having a chat with a group of same-minded people that love this unique sport that the world laughs at us. I got laughed on an Australian game show. I've got the footage still on my TV. I was on a very popular game show here in Australia, and I told them I was an arm wrestler, and everyone, including the host, laughed at me. So, it's you buggers. That's why I love everyone in the chat. Guys, you all take care. Really appreciate everyone following me. Get as many ready bangs as you can, because you guys are dead set legends. And I can't wait. I'll be punching out more content. But if you want to join in some live chats, there will be definitely one. Same time next week. Love you all, guys. You guys take care.